Hello, anybody who is on. I'm setting up the live chat so I can see everybody's messages or live chats, and then we're gonna finish drawing. Hello. Hi, Izzy. Okay, I got the live chat. So I'm thinking I'm gonna start with her dress, just like right off the bat, just like gonna start with the dress. And if you guys hear anything like super loud in the background, it's thunder, because it's currently thundering, but I still wanted to like do the live stream. So I'm not sure really what like type of orange I want to use, if I want to use this orange or this orange, but I'm not sure. Hi K9. Chat took a while to load. It did for me too. Hi Alex, how are you? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Okay, I'm thinking I'm just gonna start with the lighter orange. Okay, good, you're back. I'm doing really good. I'm gonna just like start with a base layer of like a super light orange, so then I can darken it and it will be like a good color. But I always start too dark for some reason, and then I can't lighten it up. Well, actually, let me real quick put this sheet under it. I always forget to use these sheets, and then it like bleeds all over the next page, and then I like totally forget until I go to use that next page. Then I'm like, oh yeah, it has marker bleed through all over it. So this is a little light for her dress, so I'm just gonna use this as like a base color. But as you guys see, I did add the side profile, and then if you can see her little arm, I added like the wing below. Like the little wing that would have been attached to her arm from her dress. I added that so you could see. I'm not sure if that turned out very well, but I was trying to make sure it turned out well, but I'm not sure. That's me too. I always forget to like make sure I use lighter markers, because on Procreate, I can just go with like a dark marker, well, not dark marker, a dark color, and then if I don't like that dark color, I can just like redo it. But markers is like very different after like doing a lot of like digital art, and then I go back to traditional art. I get like super confused because I'm like, oh wait, I have to do it this way. Oh, thank you, K9. I'm not sure if like Fridays is like a better time to do streams, or if it's like a better time to just like do them like at 3 o'clock on Fridays, or what time. But I just decided, hey, it will be fun to do a live stream. So I just thought it'd be fun. And maybe I'll like blend this orange with the other orange, so then you can just see a tiny bit of it. And I'll have to cover that because I just realized that I got that all over. Oh, thanks, Alex. Yeah, the side view took me forever because on accident, her hair wasn't matching up when like it was supposed to. Like I had this side of her hair right here, but you know, if you turn her face to the side, this like this way, this side would be right there. So then I had to erase it and fix it because I wanted it to look right. Hey Kato, how are you? Thank you. Okay, so I was just like getting some of all of it correct. I'm not sure what color I want to do her gloves. If I want to do it the same color as her dress, or if I want to do a different color. Like a different orangey color. It's going good. I have so much OC lore circulating through my head right now about Lily, Ian, and Sparrow. It's ridiculous. So I've had to go write it all down. Like on my phone, I have like this notes app. So I've like wrote down so much OC lore. Yay, lore! Yes. I don't know. I know I'm just like blending here, but I want to try to get all the base colors down first, and then I'll like start shading at the end. Even though I'm shading right now. Yeah, drawing parts inside view is hard and always ends up flipping the hair part. Yeah, that's true. Notes is great for that. Yes, they are. Because I keep seeing this audio everywhere. I don't know the name of it, but I know all the lyrics because I keep hearing it everywhere. And I like can't get it out of my head, and it would go so well for like Sparrow and Lily, because it's about like the guy says I could never love another, but then the girl's like maybe I can learn to love you, and Lily is like would be the one that says I could learn to love you, and then Sparrow's the one saying that I could never love another. That would be how the animation would go. So I'm like totally hyped and want to do that, but it's gonna take forever because I actually have another animation going right now, but I'm just like the slowest person at animating. I'll come back to her dress to do some more rendering, but I'm gonna leave that for right now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a cool idea. I was like super excited about it. I'm gonna leave her gloves right now because I'm gonna think on what color I want to give her for her gloves. But what color should I do her hair? Should I do it a dark brown or a light brown? Because maybe I can do like a tester page to show you guys all the browns. I don't think that's a brown. Animating is super hard. I only have a few just in the file still. That's me too. It takes me forever, even the simple ones. No, like for no reason. That could be a good hair color, but I made the outlining a little dark. I made it for darker hair. So I might just do another base coat. Dark brown. Yeah, I'll probably do dark brown. I'm going to use this as the light reflect. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm saying. The light reflection. And then I'll put another dark brown over top of it. Like to where this is like the underbrown for when like the light hits her hair. And then I'll put like a few dark browns on top of it. And this will just be like the base color. Oh, that would be cool with the ends are lighter and then the top is darker. It reminds me of Felicity's hair. That's actually how her hair is. She was the OC that everybody drew in my art contest. I actually have not drawn Felicity but like twice, so I really need to draw her. Maybe like the next stream I do, I will like do like OCs so you guys can get to know them a little bit more. So I'll be right back actually. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna see the chat. That's a nice lighting color. Yeah, I thought so too. I'm trying to work on like my technique for hair shading and eye shading as well. Oh, it didn't take too long. I think, yeah, I just had to get up and do one thing real quick, but I'm back. You know, I said outlining was hard on stream. I think coloring is gonna be harder because I like to blend colors forever and just like do it for absolutely like forever. These caps are totally misleading. Because I'm like, oh, this color should be good, and then it's like, not good. These look like the exact same color, but they're totally different. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but maybe I'll like just like stop talking for a few minutes or like a few seconds so you guys can hear it. But like the brush marker, when you can hear it going by, it sounds really pretty. Or like really satisfying. I'm like contemplating my marker choices. And I picked a dried marker. Actually, I have a hack for dried markers though. I can't do it right now, of course, but I put a little bit of like rubbing alcohol in it, and then it works perfectly if you like put it in the tip. Just a little bit, because on accident I put too much one time and it was like way too much. But since these are alcohol-based markers, if you just put a little on the tip, then it works really well. And it like reactivates the marker and everything. I think I'm gonna have the light source coming from this way. So this will probably be darker, and then I'll have a lot of light sources here. Yeah, it actually really works for me anyways. I did have this one marker that it ruined it because I put way too much. So make sure when you're doing it, you don't put too much. Because if you put too much, I don't think it works anymore. But if you just put a little, it works super great. This skin tone, I have this one right here. It was completely dried out, and now it like works again. So that's probably gonna be the skin tone I'll use. Can you guys hear the marker? I'm not sure if you can. There we go. So this is going to be where all the lightings come from. So that's why I'm like doing all these little like squiggles here. So the lighting is like reflecting on the hair right there. Oh, that's funny. You actually can. Surprisingly, since I started the live, it hasn't thundered. Which is a good thing, but I thought it was going to, but I'm glad it hasn't. Oh, it sounds so cool. That's nice. I like how you shade hair. It's very satisfying. Thank you. So is it just me, or does, like, for you guys, does it take forever to do, like, a certain thing that you don't do often? Like, for me, I don't do, like, digital art that much. So when I try to do it, it takes, like, absolutely forever. The thunder respects my recording? Yes, I'm very glad about that then, if the thunder respects me. Hopefully it respects me throughout the whole live stream. Because it was like right before I turned on the live, it was like super loud. So that side is done, and I'm gonna try to do like the darker side here because there's no light on it. So light's going from this side. If it'll make sense. I'm working on getting better at lighting. It takes a while for me to do something that I don't usually do too. Yeah. I'm like, I have so much like I'm so ambitious and want to like go do all these animations, and then I sit down to do it, and I've literally taken 3 days to do this one frame of Sparrow's face, and I only got his hair done because I wanted his curls to be perfect, so his hair looks like it's not even halfway done. And I was also watching the Avengers while doing this, so I kept getting distracted because on my iPad I can like split the screen in half. So I had to like Avengers the first one on one side and then like Procreate on the other. I'm gonna leave that as a light reflection though, but then like the rest will be darker. Yes, same. It takes me so long to draw poses and proportions digitally just because I don't do it often. That's me too. I don't know why. Like, but I feel like I can do a little bit better on poses for some reason on digital because I can use my phone to look at the reference and like put it right next to my iPad, and then like it works better for me that way. Hi Matt. How are you? Sorry if I haven't seen your comment because I'm trying to like make sure this doesn't dry before I like get all the layers down, but I also don't want to miss any comments or live stream comments. So if I do, I will try to like make sure I see it again. Oh, and I'll have to get Apollo out in just a minute because I don't think Matt was on my last live stream and saw Apollo. Hello, Nugget. How are you? Okay. I think that looks good for now. I can do some more deep shading in a little bit. But for now, I like this. That's okay. I've taken 2 weeks to do a frame. Oh my goodness, I hate when that happens. It's like the SpongeBob thing 2 hours later, and it's like I'm on the still in the same frame. It's like I haven't moved from the different frame. Thank you, Izzy. So I've decided I'm going to like start on her eyes, but I'm going to make them purple because I, for some reason, really like the purple with the orange. Oh, thank you, Nugget. That's very nice. I'm 3D printing an outlet because I'm bored. No, that's cool. I've actually watched all of those 3D printing videos and I actually think they're like super cool. The things that they can 3D print. And I'm also going to do like a different method of eye shading because I want to make it look like more like realistic, like with the eyes. I know I haven't done purple eyes in so long. Well, thank you, Nugget. That was very nice. So I put this as like her pupil. I may fill it in because I'm trying stuff new. Like I'm figuring out like a new style, but with the sameness. Like it's the same style, but with like new to it, if that makes sense. I'm like revamping my style, but keeping it like the same in little areas, but mostly like revamping. And I've started really loving doing like side profiles for some reason. They're like really fun to do. But what always gets me is the lips. I may just keep my eye shading like traditionally the same, how I blend the colors down. But digitally, I know it will probably be the same. Or not the same, it will be different. So I think I did black for the pupils, so I'm just gonna like fill that in a little bit. I liked it as the little oval or the little like half circle, the like the little U looking thing, but I'm gonna do it as like a pupil. I think those pupils look a little wonky. Well, I don't think that car was respecting my live stream, but that's alright. Let me finish this real quick and I'll get Apollo out so you guys can all see him. There we go, I kind of added a little bit more details to the eye. Come here, Apollo. Say hello to the people. I don't know if you can see his face because it's like below him or it's above him, so I'm not sure if you can see him. Say hello, buddy. So this is my bearded dragon, Apollo. He's not as energetic today, I don't think. Are you? You gonna run? Because last live stream, he's like running all around. He was like, zoop, zoop, back and forth. And I was like, Apollo, you're scaring me to death. Hi, Apollo. I'm your biggest fan. Say hi to Paula, to Izzy. She's your biggest fan. He kind of matches the drawing. Oh, he does. Yeah. The orange. And then that's actually kind of cool. Paula, look. It's your same colors. Yeah. He is nice. He is really nice. His patterns are so cool. I know. I love his little patterns. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, you're leaving. He's like, I'm out. Come on, buddy. You gotta say hi. You gonna say hi? He's like, nope. Hello, how are you all? Hi. I'm doing good. I'm just hanging out with a little beardy Apollo. And then we're gonna get back to the drawing. I almost forgot and put up these markers, but I have to do her hair here as well. Apollo, if you want to sit here, I will finish the drawing, and then you can just sit on my hand. I doubt he'll actually sit here. Yep, that's what I thought. He's like, I've had enough fame for today. That's true. He's like, I'm done with the fame. I'm out. I'll put him up for a minute so he can run around in his cage. Go, buddy. I would let him run around my desk, but he's so small right now. And I'm just afraid of him falling off. And I'm like, oh my goodness, don't move. But then he's like, I'm moving. He's like, please no paparazzi. Oh my goodness. That is so true. Apollo looks adorable and withdrawing looks... Oh, thank you. Yeah. He's like, no paparazzi, please. So I'm going to do her hair here real quick. And then I'll move on to something else. You can take him out if you want to. So how's your guys' this day going? Day or night? It's going hopefully well. Hopefully it's going well. But I also have a question for you guys. I need a name for her because I don't have a name for her. And I'd really like a name for her because I think it could be super cool if I could put her name like right here. Maybe a last name as well. For some reason it's like blending. Sorry I left, but I'm back. Oh, welcome back. Is this meant to be an OC? And to answer your question, it's going smooth. Oh, that's good. No, it's not an OC. This was just a character I was drawing, and then everybody voted on the last live stream that I should put her in a butterfly dress. So no, this isn't an OC, but maybe she could be. Because I am looking for some like side characters for my story, Efflorescence. And that means blooming in Latin. But I'm looking for I'm making characters for like the students in Flora Flare Academy because Farrell and his sister can't be the only students there. And Sterling and everybody else. So that'd be only like 5 students. So of course we could have more students in the school. So she could probably be a side character. Maybe her name could be Butterfly in another language. Oh, I'd have to look that up. That would be cool. Yeah, I'll have to look both of those up. Either like Daisy or like flowers in a different language. That could be really cool. But yeah, but my story is like has a lot of different flowers, like the Flora Flare flower, which is what the Academy is based off of, is actually like a fire flower. And my whole universe for OCs has so many different flowers. Like there's this, oh my gosh, I forget the name of the flower. I write everything down so I don't forget. But there's this flower that once a year, these secret mermaids, which nobody knows about except the mermaids and Vlad, of course, can come out of the water and then they get legs for like 24 hours because of the flower blooming. And it gives them like special abilities to have legs, but only for a certain amount of time. And then there's the rose shard flower in my universe of my OCs that it can actually take people's powers. But nobody knows that. They just think it's a crystal flower because it's like partially crystal and it looks really pretty. Like it's like a crystal, it looks like, but nobody knows it actually can take your powers. That would be cool for her to be a side character, yeah. Her ideas are very creative. Thank you. Maybe this could be like a prom or a ball. She could wear this outfit too. Or they could be like some type of theme for their ball or prom, and then she would dress up as like a butterfly dress, or like in a butterfly dress. I just brought up Google Translate. Oh, butterfly in Latin is papillo. Hopefully I didn't just butcher that word, but that is a really cool word. I was like looking through a bunch of different languages, and it was like blooming is efflorescence, or it means blooming, or blooming means efflorescence in Latin, or something to do with that. And I was like, that's really cool, because I don't want to just call my story blooming, because that could be a little bit cliche, because it's like, what does that mean? But it would be sort of like all of my characters blooming into like their true selves and what they need to be, becoming stronger, braver. I have had a lot of time to think on this. Maybe a theme could be nature. Yeah, that'd be cool. I have no clue how you pronounce it either. Yeah, I don't know. I tend to butcher words when I try to say them. I've taken forever on her hair. I was just talking away and just blending out the hair because you can use one marker to get so much depth in like the hair. It's like so pretty how I love it how I can just get so much depth out of this one marker. So this side would be like the side where the light's coming in, and but I don't know if this will actually work, but if I say subscribe in the live, does it actually do like that pretty like subscribe thing where it like lights up the subscribe button? You have to tell me, because I seen this new thing that said if I like say please go subscribe or just the word subscribe, it's supposed to like glow like the subscribe button as like an encouragement to subscribe. I've never actually seen it. What sketchbook are you using? It blends really nicely. I'm using the Illo sketchbook. The Illo sketchbook. Oh, and I don't know why I thought that was so funny. It's like my owner will reward you with nothing. But it's an Illo sketchbook. It's actually not my favorite sketchbook, to be honest, because I can only do marker art because it doesn't hold watercolor or paint. But it does blend really well. But I prefer the Canson mixed media because I can do so many different things, but I tried to do watercolor and it totally like ripped the paper to shreds. I can't see it, but I'm already subscribed. Oh yeah, it's probably for like non-subscribed people. I don't know. Can't see the subscribe button. Yeah. Canson paper is so good. It is so good. Her hair looks great. Oh, thank you. I know I could take forever. I could just keep doing this till I end the stream. No joke. But I won't. I won't make you guys watch me just stroke the brush forever. But if you guys have any questions about my story or like just anything, I do not mind to answer it. And I'll leave her hair like that. I don't know why her hair looks different somehow. Maybe I used more of this color and less of the other color. But for some reason her hair is like, looks browner here, and then like more muted brown here. Oh, thank you. I will ask for it since I mostly use markers. But maybe when you were using watercolor, maybe you use a different type of paper. Yeah, I will definitely have to. I have this watercolor sketchbook, but it's like humongous. So I tend to not like to use it because it's like humongous. Other naturey name ideas that I just looked up off the internet. Sage, river, briar, dahlia, fox, ivy, laurel. What? Those are all good names. Wren, willow, magnolia. Oh, I like all those names. I like briar for some reason. Who are the main characters in your story? I have a lot. I don't know about a lot, but the main characters in my story would be Feral, of course. I don't think I have I don't think I have a drawing of him in here, which I need to. I need to draw Feral more. But Feral is the main character in my story, following with his sister Beatrice and their friends Sterling, Lawrence, Vlad, Ophelia. There's just a bunch of characters, but I'd say Feral's the main character. I like Magnolia. Yeah, that's cool too. I actually really like that. I don't know why Magnolia, if that's how you pronounce it and I'm not butchering it, that reminds me of orange for some reason. Feral is my favorite. I don't know why. I mean, Feral's just awesome. We stand Feral. I'm gonna just do like her gloves like the same color, so it kind of matches. But all of the characters in my story would be Sterling, Lawrence, Vlad, Ophelia, Felicity, Feral, Beatrice, and then their parents would be, and then Feral's parents is Rowan and Mallory. And I'm still developing everybody else's parents. I know Sterling has parents, like her father's like a big businessman. Yes. Hold on 1 second, sorry. Go. My little sister's being funny. Okay, but I'm back now. I don't even know what I was talking about. She threw me off. All her giggling. I think I was talking about my story, but Sterling's parents are separated. Her mother is like a businesswoman, but her father like runs a giant corporation. I keep leaving, but she looks great so far. Oh, it's okay. I just saw who Feral is, and I agree. We stand with Feral. Yes, I don't. Feral was my first OC ever, and he's just my favorite. What's the setting of your story and the main sort of plot? Feel free to not answer anything. Oh, I don't mind to answer that. I'm working on the plot because I want to turn it into a book. Like, I want it, like, you guys to be able to, like, buy Efflorescence as a book. And I think that would be super cool if you guys could buy it as a book and it's actually, like, a good story. But I'm working on the main plot, but there's, like, villains in the world. And might be a big surprise, but Feral's parents are secretly villains. Roman and Mallory are secretly villains, and okay, I'm gonna give you guys this, and if you guys can guess, not Feral, oh my goodness. Roman and Mallory's last name is the Roseshard. Like, that's their last name is Mallory Roseshard. And that's also Beatrix's last name is Roseshard. And does anybody remember what the Roseshard does? I'll let you guys, I want to see if anybody remembers. If not, that's totally okay, and I'll just finish answering it. But I think it'll be super fun. I just scrolled through your channel and saw your first video. You've really improved. Thank you. Oh no, some of my earlier content was very cringe. I have to feed the catfish, but I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, crayfish, not catfish. That's still cool. as a fellow aspiring author, that would be so cool. Oh, and Nugget the Owl. Actually, I've been posting, well, not efflorescence, but I've been posting a little bit of my like other story on my second channel. It's called Red Wolf's Randomness, and if you were to go to like my bio, you can actually like see my channel, like the second channel. That's the one that takes the powers. Yes, Izzy, that's correct. And they actually like have this whole big thing of where they like mine rose shard flowers, but they have to be really careful so it keeps like the flower intact and everything. But that is correct. That is how they're villaining. If villaining is a word. But it's actually they're like great 100 greats grandfather found the rose shard, and they like that was his last name, named after the rose shard. Like he changed his last name, and then people didn't know it steals powers, and then he started like his villain business. And Sterling's father is also like not also, but he's a corrupt businessman, and he's also doing something with the rose shards. So that's sort of like the plot, and like in a sense, that's maybe like a side plot. I would say that's sort of the plot. But let me see. What was the question again? The setting of your story and the main sort of plot. The setting is people with powers. There's people with powers, and then there's the like people with no powers. They're separated into two categories with powers and no powers. And only if you have powers, you can go to Flora Academy. And the flower that like it burns bright, and they want that to signify that they want their students to burn bright and reach their full potential. But in talent, like not talentless, because not that word, but like the powerless, they can only get certain jobs, and then like the people with powers can get really any job they want. Okay. But that's basically how like the system is. And Flora Academy is the biggest academy, and if you were to get into it, it's like an honor because not many people, even people with powers, can get in it. Let me see. I don't know what to do with it. Do with what? A villaining is now a word. Yes, trademark is a word now. It's totally a word. Copyright villaining. Red Wolf sketchbook. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe. Oh, come on. Hopefully her skin tone takes that away. I'm totally gonna stop messing with her dress after this because I feel like I'm just like muddying it. If that's even a word, and I don't want to muddy it. And then I'll real quick look at the chat. Wow, magic school, yes. They are each born with a different power, but some of them don't like know how to use it till they're a little bit older. Like Felicity, she doesn't know how to use her power yet, but it's like inside of her because she does have a power, but she just doesn't know how to use it yet or what it is. So when she's of age, she'll apply to Flora Academy, and then they'll like test her for her power and see what it is. And both of her parents have ice and fire. Roman has ice, and then Mallory has fire. I'm learning very much and enjoying learning. Thank you. I'm glad you are. That's super cool. But if you guys have any like other questions about my story, I'd be very happy to answer. Where are you going, Apollo? Apollo's under my desk, like living the best life, running around. I don't know if you can hear his little feet scurrying around, but it's so cute. Okay, so what color should I make like the little like butterfly? Should I just leave it white or what? What's Farrell's favorite food? I don't know if this is considered a food, but I've not changed it since like I've developed Farrell as a character. But his favorite food is mint ice cream, like mint chip. I'm not sure if that's. I don't even think that's a food. I think that's more of a dessert. but it's his favorite. Just his favorite everything. This may be a little light, so I'll probably have to do like a few coats. I'm not really sure what, like, food-wise Farrell would like. What do you guys think? What type of food do you think Farrell is? Well, not Farrell is, Farrell likes. Because I've always just been like, Farrell's an ice cream man. He likes ice cream. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned. I put freckles on her. I will definitely have to get another skin tone because this is like transparent almost. If you guys, I don't know, can you guys see that? It's like very light. Any plans for the side character in the story? Will she be pretty insignificant? Pizza? Oh my goodness, Farrah would like pizza. I mean, she wouldn't be insignificant. She'd probably have like a small role, like hanging out at school. She could be Beatrix's friend, and she could be Sterling's friend. I don't know how much of a significant role she'd play, but I know she would definitely be like when they're at school. She'd definitely be in like the scenes where she's like at school with them. I'd say they'd share like some periods together, like first period or something, or like gym. I'd say she likes gym. This is the marker I filled with alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, so it would work. And it's like I can smell it, and it's like strong, and it's super transparent. So I'm gonna find a different marker. I can see some of it. He kind of looks like he would love tacos or Cheetos. He definitely seems like a flaming hot Cheeto guy. Sorta. Maybe some stripes on the wings. Can be orange or some can be white. Oh, that's a good idea. Chicken. That's funny. Let me see if my skin tones, like, man, they just like drying up. So I'm afraid to like use a skin tone color that's just gonna like dry up on me in 2 seconds. But if you guys have seen my second channel recently, I'm writing a story about this character named Louise, which is a princess, she's a princess. And she lives in this kingdom, and she starts out, like, it's gonna start out with her having like a nightmare, and she wakes up. And then later on in the story, you'll meet this character named Lucas, who he says he's a guard, and then he says, or she first meets him as a thief. And he's like running from this guy, and this guy's screaming, "Hey, give it back," because he stole it. But then she sees that he's a palace guard. Not her palace, like a palace she's visiting. And then she sees that he's a prince. And he's all of these different like identities. But she doesn't know which one's actually real. And she keeps calling him Mr. Thief. Because that's what he was when she first met him, but she doesn't know who he is. And it's more of like, sort of like enemies to lovers, but in like frenemies, sort of. And I put a little bit of like an excerpt, if that's how you even say it, of my story on my second channel on the community tab. So you all could see it. I'm like trying to find a good skin tone, but I'm like struggling. That's orange. And the place, like the excerpt that I like put on my second channel, I'm like ruining this part of her neck. It's called Dancing With You. I don't know why I thought that was so cute when I put that, Dancing With You. But he meets her at this ball, and then she's like, "So, you're the so-called prince?" And then he said, "Who said I was?" I'm just like totally using her neck as like just like a testing, because I'm gonna have to fix that because there's like 50,000 skin tones on her neck. What should her skin tone be? Should it be super light or a little bit darker or medium, like something like that, which is a little bit lighter? Probably not this one. She could be like sand, like the color sand. Or she could be this orangey color. Because I actually kind of like that, but I'm not sure how well that would go. That story sounds really fun. Yeah, it's actually been really fun to write. I'm thinking of doing this. Oh, I'm thinking of entering this contest. That's actually about not drawing. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna use this one. I like this one. It's like a flash fiction, and if you win, you can get like $100, and every entry will get like the people that are judging it will tell you a few tips, even if you don't win. So I'm thinking of entering that. So I've been like looking everything up about flash fiction I can, because I really want this story to be like really good. So I'm thinking of entering that. If I do, like after the contest is over and I've submitted it, I'll put it on my community tab on my second channel for you guys to read and see what you guys think about it. The dress looks really good. Thank you. That sounds super cool if you enter it. Yeah, I'm thinking of entering it. I just want to get like I have like till May 26th or something. So I'm just trying to make sure like I have everything ready and down because I really want to like do the story well. And I feel like her skin tone is kind of blending with her hair, maybe. I hope not. I might have to make her hair a little darker. I mean, it wouldn't be bad if I have to make her hair darker. I just don't want it to be like the same color. Which I didn't think I used sand on her hair. I used these two colors. But I'll probably like shade her skin and then maybe in the stream, I'm not sure. Depending on how much like interaction. Like if a lot of you are interacting with the stream, I probably won't end it right away. I'll probably like keep going. But if the stream's a little dead, I'll probably just like end it. But I'm not sure yet. But not right now. I wasn't gonna end it right now anyways. I'm gonna end it like after I was like to shade her skin if I was going to. But the funny thing is like the thunderhead and rain has like totally gone away since I started my live. So it actually really is respecting my filming. I actually still want to. Maybe I could like draw her sometime later and put her in the Flora Flare like outfit, like Academy outfit, and see how she looks. Darkening her hair just a little bit. I'm listening to this kind of like a podcast. I'm editing a video right now. Oh, that's cool. If you don't mind me asking, what kind of video? I like to like listen to things sometimes, but sometimes I'll just like zone out and like not listen at all. And be like, oh, what were they saying? And like have no clue. I tried listening to like this audiobook. It was called like I think it was like The Throne of Glass, just to see what it was about, but it was a summary and I totally was like so confused. So I just like it was like 2 minutes long, but it was like this summary. It was like this girl did this and this, and that's the end. I'm like so confused. So I'll probably have to research about the book and not try to listen to it. How does that look for her hair darkening? I'm gonna like blend that out, of course. I think she still looks really good. I'm thinking I wanting to do like live streams more often because they're really fun. So if I was to do them more often, what days and times would be good for you guys? Because of course I want you guys to be able to join. And I love doing live streams because I meet so many new people. Like I don't think I've ever seen Nugget on here, maybe. But it was nice talking to new people and having fun. It's actually really enjoyable. think her hair's looking good now. Maybe. Potentially. I may have to darken it just a little bit. I don't mind at all. I've been doing this drawing prompt list for April, and I've recorded every day so far. Oh, that's actually really cool. I'd like to record every day, but for some reason, like, it just never happens. That was way too dark. Experimenting can sometimes go good, or it can sometimes go bad. So, like, I always like to experiment, but at the same time, I'm like, well, don't ruin the whole drawing. Yeah, that is really cool, Nugget. I don't think I've ever been on one of your streams yet. It's been so fun. Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad. I don't think I've ever seen you on a stream before, but it's actually been really fun, and I'm glad you could make it. I'm totally, like, baffled over here. Okay, I think her hair is good. Maybe I'll have to fix this hair, but it kind of looks good, so I don't really want to mess with it. But at the same time, I'm probably going to mess with it. Anytime during the day is good for me. Oh, that was good. I usually don't record every day either, but I've been motivated. I got motivation at the worst time last night. I got motivation when I was getting ready for bed, and I wanted to go animate, but then it was like late, and I was like, why do I get motivation at the worst times? Like, I had no motivation to do anything that day. I was just like school, and then I wanted to read this book I've been reading, but no motivation whatsoever to draw. And then it turns like 10, 11, and I'm like, I want to go animate. I'll blend that out just a minute. She looks really cool, and thank you, Judy. Like, now motivation is real. It's very real. Same, I always get motivation super late at night. That's true. I always get it at the worst times. I'm like, oh, it's like 12 o'clock at night. Like, sometimes I'll just like be awake at night, can't get to sleep, and then I'll get like this random burst of motivation to go do something. And then I'll like try to like say it a million times in my head so I don't forget it, so I can do it that next day. And sometimes I forget and don't remember like days later, but hopefully I don't forget, like most of the time. But before I went to bed, I actually decided to write it down in a notebook on my phone, like my phone notebook, so I didn't lose that idea, because it was super good. It was the animation I told you guys about. Hopefully I'm not butchering her hair. You guys are probably being like, move on from the hair. And I'm like, never. I loved her light hair, but now I'm like, I'm moving on. It's going through a little bit of an ugly phase, but it's going to get better. I hope. It was better, I messed with it, and hopefully it gets better again. I usually get motivation when everyone wants me to do stuff. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Well, I guess, but you could at least like keep the idea in your head at least, or not the. Well, no, never mind. You said motivation. For a second, I thought you said idea, but maybe just like hurry through what you were trying to do, but like do it correctly, of course. Don't like hurry through in a bad way, but like hurry through it like in a good way, so you could like get to that motivation. Hopefully, her hair still looks okay. Hi, Very Art. How are you? It was never there. I think her hair looks great. Thank you. My motivation always leaves when there is a deadline. That is so true. It's like I have a deadline. Motivation vanishes. Okay, I'm gonna stop messing with her hair now. I say that, guys, but I will mess with it again. I don't think that person likes to over mess with it. And then I use potato brown on her skin. I hope. I did not. Hopefully I can hide that because I so thought I did potato brown that it was so not potato brown. I've bejangled my markers and have no clue now. By the way, when you go live, do you wear headphones or earbuds? Your sound quality is really good. I actually don't. I actually like my phone's like, I guess mouth level or like it's like eye level. So like my camera, like I have my phone on a tripod right here. So it's like eye level. But no, I don't use earbuds or nothing. I used to have a microphone I used, but I felt like it just made the sound worse. So I stopped using it. Okay, I think her hair looks good. I'm gonna have to fix that mistake. Let me go over to a different page so I can test out my mini markers. I think that's the color I used. Actually, wow, that was the first marker. You know what I've been wanting to do? I'm not sure how good of an idea it would be because a lot of people wouldn't see it. But I was wanting to like a sketchbook tour, but a live stream. And I don't think that's the one I used. I think this is the one I used. My fight with my markers, you guys, it's just like what happens, but I just cut it out in the video so you guys don't have to like suffer me like messing up. And she's just gonna be very tan on this shoulder. Okay, thanks. So last time I went live, I had to put on my earbuds because my window is near the freeway and it was really loud. Oh no, that's not good. I know, I thought it was going to be super loud with the thunder and the lightning and I wasn't going to be able to hear you guys. Well, I'm sure you guys could hear my silly sister. She kept coming in. But yeah, maybe try like putting your phone like close like to your like face level, like your head next to it maybe. So then like when you're talking, the sound doesn't have to like travel as far to get to your phone or whatever you use to record. Maybe she was sleeping in the sun, but on her side. The sun is, oh my goodness, it's so bad. Maybe I'll just do a few coats. I'm totally gonna have to like invest in like skin tone markers. Because for somebody that draws people a lot, it is not good to have no skin tones. We'll just say the ball that she was at for her school was outdoors and the sun was hitting the shoulder a lot. But maybe her skin tone has leveled out now since I like put a few coats over it. My stream's a little delayed for me, so I can't really see yet, but maybe it has. Or maybe potato brown is now my nemesis. Maybe I just do like minimal shading over there. And then like just like more shading over here so it looks the same. When I do voiceovers, I turn off my fan because it makes weird background noises, but it's so hot in here. It looks fine to me. It's not the most noticeable. Okay, that's good. I don't have my fan on right now, but I have my window closed. I had it open earlier, but when it was raining, I closed it. I wouldn't say it's hot in here. I'd just say it's warm because I also have Apollo's lights. Speaking of Apollo, he's still under my desk on this cord. I might have to put him in his cage so he doesn't freeze. But I have like Apollo's heat lights on because he's like cold-blooded, so he has to have heat lamps to keep himself warm or he'd freeze. So that also keeps my room kind of warm. And then my room is just like also naturally warm. So like, and I closed my door so like I wouldn't hear the sounds from out in the living room. So I'm like gonna roast, but I think I'll be fine. I have to do another coat on her face. It looks fine to me, not most noticeable. Also, the shading is a good idea. Thank you. Oh, and do you guys have any pets? I recently got Apollo, so he's my only pet right now. I want to get shrimp someday, like a little shrimp that you can keep in a fish tank and take care of, like the red shrimp or like cherry shrimp. But what pets do you guys have? And how does her hair look? I'm not sure if I need to darken it or if it's fine the way it is. Or potato brown really should be my enemy. Oh, do you still have Fish Canine, or did you get rid of them, or you still have them? We have some fish, a crayfish, and some snails. Oh, that's cool. I don't have any pets, but I really want a tall dog. It's ironic that because my whole life I've been scared of them. Oh, that's funny. What type of tall dog? Like, I forget the name. Oh my goodness, I just lost the name of this dog I was gonna say. I think a Doberman would be really cool, but I know they need a lot of training. I'm more scared of the little dogs. Like, I know a big dog could attack you, but those little dogs, they mean. Apparently, little dogs have to make up for their size in meanness. Especially Chihuahuas. I only know one Chihuahua that I think is nice. But he's only nice to certain people. I think her hair looks. I think it looked better light. I'm sorry if I just ruined your hair. But I have 3 outdoor cats. 1 sneaks inside a lot, though. Oh my goodness. And I got a puppy last October. Oh, that's so cute. I will mess with her hair later. I will darken it, but I won't do that right now to you guys. Natural cats are so cute. Nuggets. Also, the snails had eggs. Oh, that's cool. Also, the drawing looks fabulous. Thank you. My doggo is little, and yes, she can be vigorous or sometimes sneaky, but she's really sweet. That's so cute. It's like they can be really nice, but I guess they have to make up for their small size. So if somebody's gonna mess with them, they gotta like show who's boss. If I ever got another pet, which I probably won't because me and Apollo just like chilling. But if I ever did, I'd either want to get like a little tank of shrimp or I'd want to get a chameleon, which is like very different. It's like chameleon shrimp. I'm doing minimal shading on her because I like the way she is right now. Maybe I don't want to use orange. I was gonna say I could use orange shade. But maybe I could use a little bit of purple, like to contrast her eyes. Oh no, oh my goodness, I forgot totally about this whole drawing. I was just like apparently leaving this drawing blank. You know what I think would be a really fun thing to do on my second channel, if you guys would be interested, would be to do like a live stream, but where you guys like help me create a story. Like I start writing out a story, you guys can see the screen, but like anything I write, you guys tell me what to write, and it could be like the funnest, most chaotic story ever. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing. I totally did that before I put any shading. Hopefully that did not just ruin her whole eye. That would be so fun and chaotic. I would love, that would be super fun. Caps, sorry, that's okay. We're excited. So caps necessary for excited theme. It's like keeping up with two channels is so hard because I want to post on one channel, but I also want to post on my other channel. But like I have to like try to balance it out. But sometimes like this channel always takes priority over my second channel, which I don't want it to. I want them to be like equal, but for some reason. There we go, finally a different eye. Let me go put Apollo back in his cage so he doesn't like freeze. Come here, buddy. There you go, buddy. Okay, I'm back. I've kind of abandoned my channel. I admire you for doing two. Sometimes I struggle with one. Oh, thank you. Oh, definitely for me. I struggle with one as well because I've not put out a long form video in so long. But I have two collab videos that I'm working on right now. And I have an OC lore video. So I'm trying to do all three of those videos. And then I'm trying to like make sure I coordinate it with the other two people. Because they were the winners of my contest and they picked collab. So I got one of the collab drawings done like in the sketch. I'm kind of, I kind of like Briar for her name, but I'm not sure if that's like a really good name for her. Maybe I'll use it for like another character because Magnolia is a cute name. She could be like Mag or Maggie for short. And people could call her that. I like the Flower Academy. And I'm just like covering up all of the mess ups I made with this little white gel pen. There we go. Oh, one more. You guys definitely didn't see that, and I didn't go out of the lines to begin with. I'm gonna put some blush on her face. Maybe I'll do some blush on her shoulders. And another thing I try, like, I like to like keep everything where I do it like all the time, but for some reason I like to put too much on my plate. Like I love to read, so I love to do that every day. But then I also love to like try to post every day, which really isn't feasible for especially an art channel, because then you got to do like a drawing every day, which sometimes I can't really do a drawing every day because I'm super busy, or like school stuff, like just a bunch of different stuff. But I can get a book video out pretty easily, which is nice. But I just don't. Like, I just don't for some reason. I should. Or for some reason, if I like get a book video out, I just do nothing on my main channel. Having many hobbies is difficult but fun. That is very true. It is very, very fun, but can also be difficult because you want to like manage them all at the same time. That was yellow. No. Or did you say Magnolia as a name? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to that part until Maggie as a nickname. Yes. I think, I forget who suggested that name. I think it was Nugget. But it's actually, that's actually a really cute name. Okay, I need some help. Magnolia as Maggie or Briar. If you guys could see, I have like 15 markers spread all around here. It's so funny. I either abandon hobbies a couple of days after picking them up, or I do them, or I will do them for weeks straight. That's funny. I've done that with reading a few times. Like, I won't read for a few days, and then I'll go back to this really cool book. But usually the hobby that kind of takes, like, that I take the time off of to do everything else is drawing, sort of. But I do like to draw all the time. I just, like, will read more often than I will draw. But now with Apollo, I'll just like sit at my desk and he can just like hang out with me while I draw. So I've been drawing a little bit more recently. The live streams have been really fun recently to talk to people that has like similar interests in me. Like, you guys like drawing, which is really fun. And I like drawing, so it's actually really fun to talk to like people that like the same things. I may just leave. How do you guys think the pink is? Should I leave it unblended or like try to blend it? Because I kind of liked it unblended. Mags or Maggie. Yeah, Mags is cute. Briar is pretty too, yeah. Magnolia is a pretty name. One of my OCs is named that too. Her nickname is Mags. Oh, I like that. I haven't been doing any of my hobbies lately because of spring cleaning. So fun. That's funny. That was me last week. Me and my family were doing a lot of spring cleaning last week. I'm not sure how that looks with the dark contrast. But I kind of want to just like give it some contrast from like all of these colors and put in some purple. There we go. I think I'm going to leave it simple and simple. I've also found a fellow book lover. Oh, that's awesome. Actually, that's really awesome. What's your favorite book, actually? I'd love to know. Or your favorite, like, genre of books, if it's too hard to pick one book. Because for me, it really is. Right now, I'm reading Fairest in the Lunar Chronicle series, and it is not my favorite. I gave it a 2.5 star on this little thing that I'm keeping track of because it just ain't it for me. I think I have it right here. Yes, Fairest. I've not finished it yet, but so far I've just gave it a 2.5 star because I don't like it. Now, some people say it's a good backstory, but I just don't really like it. I'm gonna finish it because I could not, like, unless it has anything bad in it, I wouldn't, like, just, like, stop a book because I disliked it a little. I'd continue through to see what it's about, unless there was anything bad in it, of course. But there isn't. It's just like annoying because she's like, oh, blah blah blah. I guess it's a standard villain backstory, but because she's like the really bad villain in the story. But I expected her to have like not such a villainy arc when she was younger, but she still does. I like the purple. I think it's really cool. Cinder's my favorite. Oh, that's really cool. I think in just a moment I'll probably end the stream, but I'm gonna finish this real quick. I put like Magnolia and then Briar. I put both names on it. And then I'm gonna shade her eyes. I'll just put like some gray. But you guys have to tell me what I should do for my next live stream because maybe I should do some OCs. Maybe I have to do one I haven't drawn. Maybe a side character. It's hard to pick one, but my favorite series is The Children of Ashton Place. Mysteries. Oh, those are all really cool. I've heard of the Wing Feather Saga. I've never read it though, but I've seen it everywhere. And I read most of those book titles in my head, so I didn't butcher all of the names because I figured I'd do that. And I'm gonna leave the wings white because I think a blue would just like pop too much, or maybe I could do a light blue because I don't want it to like take away from her drawing. It looks a lot different on my end than it does yours, I think, for me anyways. Magnolia could be her first name and Briar her second. That's a good idea. Like Briar could be her second name. Or not second name, it could be like her middle name. Oh yeah, that's funny. I've seen it in a bunch of places, but I've never read it. But it does look pretty interesting. The Wing Feather, the Wing Feather Saga. One of my favorite is the Lunar Chronicles. I love the Lunar Chronicles, but Keeper of the Lost Cities. That's probably one of my favorites. But I'm still indecisive, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure if I want to start the Carrot Ball series or the Powerless series. I'm like still indecisive about that. So I'm like 3/4 of the way through of Fairest. So I'm trying to figure out what book I want to read next, but at the same time, I'm like, I have no clue. I've heard of Keeper of the Lost Cities a lot and thinking about checking it out. Oh, you definitely should. It's so good. One book series I read like 2 years ago, but I just didn't like at all. It was called, what is the Seraphina series. Like, this was the first book name. I'm trying to find it. Seraphina in the Black Cloak. I just didn't like it for some reason. It just like wasn't my favorite at all. Just like hated it for some reason. It was kind of like a thriller, kind of scary for me when I was littler. So I read it like, I don't know, 4 years ago or something. And I just like wasn't a fan. The first book was my favorite, but then they just kept getting creepier. And then she was like half lion, which isn't bad. I don't mind characters that are half lion or half animal. I think that's cool. But for some reason, it was weird. Hold on, I'm gonna shut my door real quick. But you guys should tell me what I should do next for a live stream. And I'm going to end the live stream because I think the drawing's pretty much all the way done. But thank you guys all so much for joining. And it's been really fun meeting some of you guys that are new and talking with you guys. So I'll definitely have to do this again soon. Maybe like next week or like before next week. And I'm just trying to organize these markers real quick. But thank you guys all so much for joining. And I'll put Magnolia and Briar down, both of the names. And thank you guys so much for joining. Bye. Oh yes, that would be a pretty cool idea, K9. That'd be really cool. Oh yes, I'd love for you to join again too. I think it'd be really fun. Bye. Thank you guys for coming. And I will probably do that next time as well because that will be really fun. Oh, hi, Maple's Art. Sorry, we're just ending. Thank you for dropping by, though. Bye, Matt. Bye, K9. Thank you for stopping by, Maple. Bye. Let me figure out how to turn it off.